Hi, friends, we've made it. We've finally made it to our destination, the beautiful California coast.
Welcome to the journey.
Now we are going to be able to spend 3 days here in the Trinidad, California area. We've got lots of redwoods to see, but mostly we're looking forward to being able to be by the ocean, see the ocean, hear the ocean, and experience just relaxation at this great place. So we're taking you along on the drive to Patrick's Point. When we were here 5 years ago, we camped at Patrick's Point. It is a beautiful state park. It does have a fee, $8. That doesn't include what it would cost to camp. But we had no idea where we were going to camp. We just found this park and we love it. It's got a really great campground, but this is our favorite part. The Palmer's Point view area is amazing. Just to sit, watch the ocean, be able to enjoy this overlook. This is what being on the California coast is all about. When we first got there in the morning, it was foggy, and we love the fog. It's so fun to watch it blow over, to be able to just hear the ocean and not be able to see it. So we sat there for quite a while, just listening basically to the water. And then we went back a little bit later on, and then it was clear. So one thing you definitely want to do is take enough time to be able to be there in the morning, but then go back and you'll see a whole different landscape.
So I just hiked down a trail. I was originally right up here. That's where the parking area is, and there's a trail with some wooden steps that you can come down, and it brings you down to this platform, which is kind of between the, I don't know, this promontory that I'll show you in just a second, and there's an additional trail that'll let you hike down to the water. I've seen people going down there to go fishing. Very pretty with the fog rolling through. Anyway, there's this promontory that's here. And the trail continues up that and then to a landing, and I guess they've had weddings up there, which is why they refer to it as Wedding Rock. Don't really know, but very, very pretty. Well, I made it all the way out to the observation area on top of that promontory. You can tell I'm a little winded. I'm not in very good shape, and there's steps and climbing. Here you can see I've come down these steps, and there's a kind of a little area where you can sit and listen to the ocean and look out over the ocean. Right now, because of the fog, you don't see very far. But it's still very pretty. I'll walk back part of the way and you'll be able to see what the trail is kind of like. Up here they've done a good job of trying to pave it. It's stone, very rough. There's no way you'd be able to get over here if you are dependent on somebody or something for mobility. You can see over there, probably just barely make it out. That's the parking lot where the vehicles are parked. And I'm going to go down these stairs and then back to that trail and then hike back up. As always, going down is easy, but any place you have to go down, at some point you're going to have to come back up. Kind of another little overlook. I don't think I'll go too close to that. Looks like it's fallen away. Like I said, it's just beautiful up here. Part of the reason it's one of our favorite places to come. We haven't been able to hear them at this point, but in the past when we've come here, there's almost always sea lions that you can hear barking at each other, and haven't heard that yet this trip. So we came back later this afternoon, and now all of the fog is gone and you can see what you could only hear before. Like I said, it's an absolutely beautiful place.
Because we weren't camping this time, we needed to find some place to stay. And there are a couple of small motels along the Patrick's Point Drive, but mostly if you want any of the bigger hotels, you've got to go about 30 minutes south into Eureka. But we were able to find this really cool place called the Emerald Forest, and it had cabins inside of a campground. And talk about a beautiful place to be able to see redwoods. We had redwoods all over and just felt like we were camping. As you can see in the video, though, there is camping in this area. So we would definitely recommend this as one of the better places to stay in this Trinidad area. One of the things you definitely want to do when you're driving up 101 is take a side road. There are all these side roads that lead to beaches, and you can find the best overlooks when you're stopping at these side roads. We pulled up, we've been sitting here in our chairs that we always bring with us, and have this beautiful view to be able to see with absolutely no effort. You can go down if you want to walk on the beach, but why do that when we can sit here and hear the ocean and see the spectacular view from here? One thing that we definitely suggest is bringing the chairs. It makes it so that you can stop anywhere that you want to. We are here at Huda Point, and you can see Camel Rock in the distance. Most of these little parks that they have along the road, there's not any kind of a fee to get into them. But once you enter one state park during the day, then that entrance fee will get you into any of the state parks that day. So when we went into Patrick's Point, it was $8 for the day pass. Definitely worth it. You can spend a couple hours in there searching everything out, and then you can use it as you go down the road. The thing that's really awesome about the West Coast is that there are hundreds, maybe thousands of state parks along the ocean. And that's one thing that we really emphasize, are stopping at the state parks. In Utah, where we're from, hundreds of state parks that you see the best views sometimes in the state parks. And so definitely want to keep your maps open and be willing to stop at the state parks. It will be worth every
It's worth the effort.
Okay. You definitely want to stop at the state parks. It's worth the effort, maybe having to go off the main road, but every state park we go in, there's always something interesting or beautiful. So after 3 great days in Trinidad, we're now heading up Highway 101, which is Redwood Highway, and we are heading towards Redwood National Park. Redwood has a couple of state parks which are located inside of it. The state parks were actually founded first, and Redwood was founded in 1968. These amazing redwood trees are truly a sight that you need to see. They are known for their height and the width of their trunks. These ones are a little bit smaller. This is a little path that was just right by the visitor center.
Well, that's it for Highway 101 and the Redwoods. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for a sneak peek to what's coming up in the coming weeks.